Hey guys, welcome back to the channel for my review of Ninjago's 200th episode, Christofern. Lloyd and Wu are still very confused and decide to hear Garmadon's journey of self-improvement. After season 10, he was very confused about his future, and so he decided to learn more about being good. He approached Vinny and asked him to stay with him, and Vinny reluctantly agreed, as long as he wouldn't use any violence. Eventually, Vinny gave Garmadon a plant which he named Christofern, and he grew to enjoy caring for it and watching it grow. Back in the present, Lloyd is unsatisfied with these answers, and they leave. But then Garmadon's apartment is blown up by the Crystal Warriors. Christofern's pot breaks, and Garmadon is furious. He takes on his Oni form and fights the Vengestone army. Wu notes that Lloyd too will have to take on an Oni form if they want to survive. As some of you may know, Garmadon is my favorite character in the show, and it was really great to see him back. Like I said in my last episode review, this is definitely not the way I expected him to come back. But it works somehow, and I like that they continue his characterization from season 10, where we see him struggling to understand human nature and emotions, but wanting to. That is a central theme of this episode, and it's done very well. The idea of Garmadon approaching Vinny is definitely a little goofy, but it works honestly because he was very confused at this time. And Garmadon has 2 arms again, we see him shapeshift, and they don't specifically explain why he does this, but it's pretty obvious. He wants to be more human, and so losing those extra arms definitely accomplishes this. And I feel the idea of Christofern as a plant is pretty clever. It's something that Garmadon is proud to have helped, and he's proud of taking care of it. It's easier for him to relate to this plant than it is for him to relate to other people. Somehow, this insignificant potted plant is helping Garmadon become a better version of himself. And I also have to say, this is a very funny episode. A lot of Garmadon's lines and behaviors are very funny. And I also like Lloyd and Wu's reactions to Garmadon being back. Wu is willing to give him the benefit of the doubt and appreciates that he is trying to change. Lloyd is having none of this. He is very cynical and believes Garmadon is just deceiving them. Both of these reactions, I think, are very in character. I also like Garmadon's reaction to Harumi being back and how he mentions the whole Daughter of Darkness story, which was a really cool part of season 9. The final scene of this episode shows Garmadon getting angry and tapping into his Oni form, and really a fantastic design, so much better than that very strange season 10 design. Seeing Garmadon combat the Vengestone Warriors is very, very fun to watch. In these flashbacks, why is Garmadon just casually walking around in public? He's a wanted criminal. He is being searched for by the ninja. This was a really bad choice by the writers, I feel. Also, this probably isn't the fault of the writers, but this seems to contradict the Garmadon comics, which have Garmadon do something completely different, and they're both supposed to be canon. So I really would like some clarification as to where they fit in the timeline compared to each other. The plot of this episode is pretty good. It was nice to see what Garmadon's been up to after season 10, but there is stuff here that makes zero sense. Most notably, Garmadon just being out in public and nothing major really happening after that. In terms of characters, of course, Garmadon was great. I do feel like this is a nice continuation of his season 10 story and him trying to understand human nature and emotions. The action at the end of this episode was great. As I said, I love Garmadon's Oni form, and lastly for emotion, it was nice to see Lloyd react to Garmadon being back and him just not being a fan of that. This episode gets a 9.5 out of 10 for me. This is a pretty good episode, and it's a good one for the show's 200th episode. Certainly better than its 100th episode. Thank you for watching, guys. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, share with anyone ever you know. Share your thoughts on episode 20, Christofern, below, and I'll see you guys next time.